smoked salmon bites. Looking forward to doing this. You can see back there we already got the fire going. I'm setting it up for a low and slow cook. Salmon doesn't take long to cook, man. You talk about an hour or something like that, anywhere from 225 to 250. So let's get it in. All right, that's gonna take a few minutes to come up to temp. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's get in here and get the salmon prepped. It's not gonna take much to do that, but I wanna show you a very cool way to get the skin off of salmon that I learned here recently. So let's go. So to get that skin off the salmon nice and easy, we're going to boil some hot water and slowly pour that hot water over the salmon skin. Now you don't want to do this for a long time, because if you do, your salmon is going to start cooking on you. We're just trying to pour it slowly over that skin until you see the skin starting to tighten up. Then just let it sit there for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you should be able to pull that skin off with like a paper towel or something like that, which is what I did here. Next thing to do after you get these rinsed and dried is to put some seasoning on them. And this time I used Kinder's whiskey apple seasoning. This is good stuff. I'm a big fan of Kinder's, man. Everything I've tried of theirs is really good. And if you have trouble finding them in the store, they do have a website. I started cubing mine up. We got 3 people here, so I wanted a lot of bites. But I've seen most people cutting them into some pretty big size bites and making sure they're all uniform. I didn't really worry about that. I just cut them up into a lot of bites so we can get as many hits as we could. And then I put them in a bowl and seasoned them again so I can get some seasoning on all sides of them. The grill is up to temp, so now it's time to put them on the grill and to make sure that they are getting air circulation, and to make sure that I don't have to move all these things individually. What I did is put them on a cooling rack here. I use these things all the time in the grill for delicate stuff like this. And we're gonna put them on the grill like that. What we're looking for temperature-wise, and this is very important, guys, salmon will dry out very quickly, so you have to monitor the internal temperature. You should be doing this on everything that you cook, whether you cook inside or outside. Every protein that you cook, you need to be monitoring the internal temperature, and you need to know what the minimum safe internal temperature is and what the temperature is that you like your protein best, no matter what it is. We're talking chicken, beef, whatever. Food and Drug Administration says that the minimum safe internal temperature for salmon is somewhere around 140, 145. That is the borderline of drying it out, guys. So if you want it to be 140, you need to be taking it off at about 135. If you go to a restaurant and a professional chef does a salmon for you, he's going to give it to you at about 125 or 30, because that's the juiciest, flakiest salmon you can get. So keep that in mind. You need an instant read thermometer. I got a link to one in the description, but you need to be using an instant read thermometer when you cook protein, any kind of protein, and you need to be finding out what the USDA minimum safe temperature is and the temperature that you like for that piece of food to be.